What's going on, guys? Welcome to Dog Bone Friday night here at the Wells Fargo Arena for the 100th annual Iowa High School State Wrestling Tournament. I'm Worm Buffelli. Joining us shortly will be Tony Hager. He's running a little behind right now, but hey, that's totally fine. So how you guys, if you guys haven't figured this out, this is Dog Bone Friday night on mats 1, 2, 5, and 6. Blood round. You win, you're on the podium Saturday night. Lose, you are out. And then down on mats 3 and 4, we have our semifinal matchups. Pretty exciting stuff here. So here we go. Right off the bat, we're going to start off with our semifinals. Mats 3, we got Coy Maylard of LaPorte City Union, the 1 seed. He's taking on Dylan Williamson of Van Meter. On mat 4, we got Slater Thomas out of Eddyville Blakesburg. He's taking on Charlie Bowman of North Polk. Over on 1, we have Ryas Polinsky of Assumption. He's taking on Mitchell Williams of Crestwood. Down on 5, we got Klein Kilberts of Winterset. He's taking on Ryder DeWitt. Down on 2, we got Tyson DeWall taking on Cohen Dietzenbach of Burlington Notre Dame. And down on 6, we got Jackson Parameter of Benton Shellsburg taking on Tayden Howell of Macokota. Right off the gate here, I'm just going to tell you, Jackson Parameter up 7-0 already on Tayden Howell of Macokota. So we've had a tournament so far today. Absolutely just great wrestling going on. Tonight, though, we probably will be focusing more on the semifinals than we do with the outside mats. We'll keep you updated on those outside mats, but mostly during the commercial breaks of the TV commercial breaks. But currently right now, looks like down on 1, it looks like Mitchell Williams is taking gets the fall over Ryas Polinsky of Davenport Assumption. With 48 seconds left in the first. He will be on the podium tomorrow night. So now, after you win this round in the blood round, you qualify, or you place. You still have another match tonight. You win that one, you go into the Consolations semis, and then in the if you lose, you wrestle for 7th and 8th. So we are just about rolling here. It looks like down on 6, Tayden Howell of Macokota. He is currently down 7-2. He gets reversed. He is currently, like I said, he's wrestling Jackson Parmeter, Vince Shellsburg up 7-2.
Cassidy of West Liberty, now wrestling on mat number 1, Consolation at 113.
Other than that, guys, we're rolling here. Riker DeWitt from Williamsburg, he's up 3-1. If you guys listen to our 3A and 1A streams today, 3A Southeast Polk locked it up Friday afternoon, but also on Class 1A, Don Bosco locked it up. But not in 2A, man. We still got ourselves a dogfight in the team race. Kind of been the talk of the tournament this week is Class 2A team race. And right now, the top 10 are separated by under 18 points. So as we're getting to the semifinals here, we are locked and loaded, and we're trying to make sure that we keep things rolling here for you. Just waiting for Tony here to log in here. He's being a gangster right now. He's doing everything for IAwrestle right now. Tony Hager, what's up, brother?
What's up? We are back. We're back on the call. Man, this is a weird. I mean, I bet you guys had just some awesome calls.
Oh my God, man! You want to talk about one of the best calls? That Jakari Clark and Coy Davison. After that match, I literally said online, I'm like, me and Lars need a cigarette right now. Like, you want to talk about just an absolute scrap fest. Plus, little mad side shenanigans, but hey, like, it was, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, you guys see it too. Like, that scramble situation, what would you have done? I thought they kept wrestling the entire time. Like, Coy Davison did not stop moving.
He did not. He did not. I mean, here's 2 arguments I've been hearing. And someone really put it good to me. Reaction time, they had too much reaction time. Okay, if you are in the Jakari Clark camp, okay? The other camp is, if you're in that Coy Davison camp, right? The other way is like you only see it the way you want it to see it.
Yes.
Right. So if you want the takedown fast, you're in that camp. If you're like, we should have reaction time a little bit more, shouldn't have been 2 or 3, whatever it is. You're thinking that way, right? Because it was that close. Mm-hmm. My gut says it was a takedown, but you know, I've been able to see a ton of different footage on it, so I think it's so hard in that situation for the official to make that call to where, you know, if I'm having to watch this multiple times, you know, and I've watched it with a lot of wrestling people this in the last hour, everyone's like, no, two. It was it was too. So it's kind of fun. That's what makes the state tournament so exciting. Those calls to, you know. So be curious to see what officials say. You know what it was. That at the end of the day, they're the ones that matter.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, though, we got the better product out of it. If you think about it, like, you know, people got to watch a really good wrestling match against two caliber athletes. But more importantly, too, you know, Southeast Polk and Don Bosco both just flexed up and said, no, we're done here. Team titles are locked up on 1A and 3A. But we're about to start the semifinal round here. Here we go. Slater Thomas out of Eddyville Blakesburg taking on Charlie Bowman of North Polk. Meanwhile, down on 3, we got Coy Maylert out of Union LaPorte City. He's taking on Dylan Williamson of Van Meter. I've been talking about him the entire tournament, Coy Maylert. He's just been wrestling like a dog right now.
He's just on a different level as far as, I think, physicality for a lot of these 6-pounders. And that's kind of weird to say because he's not a big 6-pounder.
No.
But he
makes up for it.
He makes up with it with his hands. He's got heavy hands, and he's always moving, and he's lightning quick, too. Dylan Williamson, though, he's a scrambler. It's going to be a very, I mean, I think I got to go with Mailer here, but.
Oh, man, down here on 4, where we're talking about it, Slater Thomas, Eddyville Blakesburg, he's locking up a cradle on Charlie Bowman. Charlie Bowman, the 2 seed of this tournament. No swipes, but man.
How was that no swipes?
I don't know. If I'm Dimitri Boyer, I'm wanting question here, but at the same time, like, hey, just let him roll. No need to stop the match right now. We got momentum. I'm starting to notice that too. Like from this perspective, it's like you can argue those challenges, but this early, you know, Slater Thomas is doing a good job on top.
Yes, don't kill the momentum. You know, I think that there's no point in challenging it, right? They're not going to review it. We've seen 0 calls really go the other way unless the second official comes in and says, hey, that was swipes, you know?
Absolutely. So, hey, while we're here, dude, I made a challenge out during 3A. We had 100. Actually, there's a dude that's been in the chats with us, Ride or Die. I forget his name right now. But he made a challenge in the comments, said, hey, we got 140 people watching this right now. Let's hit, not right now, but in the morning, he's like, let's hit those like buttons and get some spots for IAwrestle. We jumped up from 19 likes to 44 likes in about 10 minutes. So, hey, if you guys are listening, we got 55 people. I understand right now. If you guys got a 1/10 of a second, click that like button for IAwrestle and keep our momentum going here. I'm making a challenge to the people listening right now. Do your thing. Let's hit some likes here. I made a bet, though, in the 3A that if we hit like 30 likes in under 2 minutes, Lars had to sing the Canadian national anthem, and he is backing out of that. He is nowhere to be found, so I'm not real happy with Lars.
He did.
Oh, hey, we're getting some movement here. Thank you for the couple likes we got there. Let's keep that rolling. End of the first here, down on 3. Actually, Dylan Williamson taking a 6-1 lead right now over Coy Maylert.
He just wrestles. He wrestles good in like scramble situations, and he has a really good feel. He's definitely bigger than Mailer. You can tell, you know, just the body size.
Now wrestling on mat number 5, Consolation of 113.
Over here on 4, though, we got Slater Thomas. He is he's sitting 4-0 right now.
We're at 18.5 subscribers too. The goal is try to get to 20K subscribers. So we've got we have about 10 stories coming from stepping on the mat, Aaron Martinez, that you're gonna want to keep it locked to the YouTube channel.
Dude, Aaron Martinez is an absolute dog. After talking to him yesterday, you can tell he is doing some great work with our video content for IAwrestle.
40 seconds left to go in that Slater Thomas Bowman match in the second period. We're neutral position. Ooh, a half shot there by Bowman. Just not real committed to that. Didn't set it up very well. Have you been calling any consies or?
Just like usually during the commercial breaks, like, or if I get a split second or people are requesting it, I will. Taden Howell, by the way, Grayson, sorry about that. Taden Howell did get beat out. Good little run there for the freshman out of Maquoketa, Iowa, but he bows out in the blood round. The nice thing is he's going to get 3 more cracks at this, get on the podium on Saturday night. So hopefully he has a good off season and he can keep things rolling.
I got to make a quick graphic. I'll try to.
You go right ahead, dog. I got you. Over on 3 here. Yep, right away. Mailer in on a shot, but Dylan Williamson doing a really good job of blocking the hips down and keeping Mailer away from his legs. But, however, Mailer's been taking all the shots, and he just gets rewarded with a stall call in favor of Williamson. So now he's trying to go overhook. Being undersized, he's trying to horse him around a little bit, but he's not able to. But he's still just taking shots right now. He's making Williamson look like he is not doing any action. And I think with Eric Ackerman on the call right there, Ackerman's one of those dudes who definitely rewards the guys for action. So Mailer keeps pushing the pace. I could see another stall call here coming real quick, which right now would actually be great for Mailer because he gets that stall call, all of a sudden Williamson has to work, and I don't see Coy Mailer like slowing down at all. So it just makes it even more pressure on that as well. Down on 4. Looks like Charlie Bowman has come back with a 4, or it's 5-3 right now in favor of Slater Thomas with 53 seconds. Slater Thomas, the freshman out of Eddyville Blakesburg. Down on 5. I'm going to take a quick break over there for the team race. Looks like Hunter Campion for Anamosa. He's currently down 8-4 with a minute 45 left here in the second. Anamosa needs those points. An escape over on 3, so it makes that 7-1. But Mailer in on the legs again, just pushing pace. Ackerman says they're both going up. I know Union's pretty calm and collected in the corner. Van Meter's like asking for cautions, and like I said, now Mailer's taking another shot. This probably up. Williamson, though, answers back with a Kelly. Catches a takedown there. He jumps up 10-1 right now on the 1 seed. Coy Mailer out of LaPorte City Union. Meanwhile, on 4, Slater Thomas, he's going to take the upset here over the 2 seed. Charlie Bowman, 8-3.
Got a late takedown there to put it up to 8-3.
The Rockets are going off.
I will give a shout out to our one of our rankers. He picked Thomas to be in the finals.
That's a big win there, boys. So now we got some new guys stepping out on the mat. Looks like another Eddyville Blakesburg. Eddyville Blakesburg, dude, down low is so solid.
He's got Mailer on his back. He's getting back points.
He might jump out with a tech fall here. Yeah, if he gets set at 4, it's over. Wow, Dylan Williamson, the 5 seed, with a tech fall over the 1 seed, Coy Mailer of the Port City Union.
Good for Van Meter.
Really?
Now wrestling on mat number 1.
They haven't had a state champion or state finalist in a while.
Wow.
Adrian Petzenpon, Gloria Goldfield Dow's, Carver Whelan.
Williamson, they moved into Van Meter last year. Really solid baseball player, too.
Oh, really?
Yes, very good baseball player.
And they love baseball play.
They love their baseball.
Let's see here. Now over on 4, we got Simon Bettis of Eddyville Blakesburg. He's taking on the 2 seed, Cale McCabe. Meanwhile, on 3, Uriah Coulter out of West Marshall. He's taking on Bryce Osenstink out of Sioux Center. Tell you what, Uriah Coulter might be one of the tougher dudes I've seen in this tournament. He's just a gangster, dude. He wrestles really tough.
Yeah, and he's not scared to let it fly either. He likes to put on a show. In on a shot right away was Bettis. 3-0. First 15 seconds up on Cale McCabe.
Eddyville, dude, I feel like they got something rolling here. They're feeling real good tonight. They must have ate some good pork chops out of Dimitri Boyer's freezer. Coder doing a really good job here, snapping the front head behind you guys' elbows. Oh, I was just going to say he had his elbow deep, but he used that to sling that right pass. Gets the 3, brings down the takedown here. Coder takes a 3-0 lead here. I talked to Coder's dad actually in between the sessions here. First time I met him, he seems like a good dude. He was telling me kind of a little bit about the injury right now, and all I'm getting is, man, I have a lot of respect for Uriah Coder, man. That dude is wrestling tough right now, all things considered. And he's going for an East, and he got it. That was dirty. Set of 4 there. Like, didn't even really, like, push the head in. He just found a corner, and just whipped himself over through it. So he's taking a 6-0 lead right now. Ooh. IAwrestle suggestion, we should be miking up Dimitri Boyer this tournament.
Okay. Yeah, he does. He's pretty active.
I'm afraid to mic up some of these coaches, man.
We've mic'd up some fun ones, that's for sure. Some that we can't even post, which is even the best ones. That's for the archives when they retire. We bust those out.
Coder going again for a tilt here, but gets a little too sent over. So over on 5, Rowan Burnt out of Burlington, Notre Dame. He ends Hunter Campion's season in the blood round, 18-8. That kind of puts a little sting on Anna Moses' team run, but at the same time, we're rolling here as they still get a lot of bonus point power up in their upper weights here on the backside and with Austin Scran, which he'll have a great match tonight.
Eli Edfers, Central DeWitt.
Simon Bettis, he's choosing down here to start the second period.
Wrestling on mat number 5 at 120.
Over on 2, Coder gets a reversal. He's up 8-0. He's pretty much in the driver's seat here over Osendink out of Sioux Center, the 5 seed. He is just kind of ragdolling him a little bit. Looks like Bettis got another set of 2 here. He jumps up 5-0.
Right,
I think I'm looking behind us, Tony, and over in the Thunder Country radio station, Loris College head coach is up there chatting it up.
He is. I saw him walk in. I was like, "You need to come down, do the right thing." You got some Doohawks on the mics.
Oh, dude, he is fired up by this Eddyville team. You know, alma mater there. He's pretty fired up here. I'm gonna see if I can get him giggling real quick if he looks my way. But no, I know he's pretty locked in right now. Jaron Glosser probably might be one of the most locked in dudes out there. Loves being locked in.
Al Burnett, 127, 187. Yeah, it's a.
Cale McCabe right now is down 5-0 on Simon Beats out of Eddyville Blakesburg here with about 45 seconds left.
Now wrestling on mat number 6, Consolation at 120. Garrett Pumphrey, Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont. John Gonzalez, West Marshall. Pumphrey of Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont. Gonzalez of West Marshall. Now wrestling on mat number 6 at 120.
Okay.
Now wrestling on mat number 2 at 120 Consolation. Judah Gerwell.
So a little blood time here on 3.
County. Gerwell, Winterset.
But Coder is up 8-0.
2 at 120.
Cassie Romeyer. How the semifinal? What channels are? It's just on the streaming on the Iowa High School Sports Network tonight.
Yes, I think it's not on TV. You have to go to the Iowa High School Sports Network website and pay a fee for that. But if you paid for Flow already, it's on Flow as well, I believe.
But tomorrow night will be free.
Tomorrow is free on the Iowa High School Sports Network, and you have to go on their website to figure out what local channels are potentially on. There's a lot of random channels. Quarters kind of put himself in a little bit of a dangerous position in defensive fall, but he's going to get a 4 count. He'll be up 12-0 to go to third period. I think he's going to pick top. Nope. Okay. It was not his choice. Simon Bettis and Mikhail McCabe. It's a minute 30 left to go in the third period of that. Bettis is up 5-0 on the 2 seed. Headlock City. Quarter's going to end this one.
Wow. Did you see that?
That was a heck of a way to get off your back, but
so the tech fall. Uriah Coder gets the tech, but dude, he stood straight up on a bridge.
He bridged
to his feet,
to his head, and then all the way up to his head, and exorcist type stuff. That was crazy.
Oh, good Lord. Simon Bettis, he gets himself a set of 4 up there. He's up 9-3, 45 seconds. Bettis, the freshman, I assume, right?
Let's take a look.
Just a gritty performance out of Eddyville Blakesburg in the first 2 matches here. And the craziest thing is, at 120, they got the returning state champion Gage Spurgeon showing up next. So I think they're starting to make a little run here, especially if you can get bonus points out of beds here with 19 seconds left. You're not going to be able to really, but.
Jace Curry, Sergeant Bluff Luton, Gavin Knudsen.
Bettis is a freshman. He's 36-3.
Well, this freshman's going to have himself a date.
We've got a couple freshmen in the finals already. Williamson, Bettis. Here in Class 2A.
He's fired up. That's a big old celebration there.
2 freshmen from Eddyville makes the finals. That's back-to-back. That's pretty crazy. Good for them. Got a heck of a girls program coming up the pipe too.
Absolutely, they do. Coach Boyer knows what's going on down in Eddyville. Never been to Eddyville though.
They got a sick racetrack there.
I've been on Lake Rathbun a time or 2.
Eddyville racetrack, right? It's like a mile. I think it's Eddyville.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, they got like a well-known flat track there. I'm almost positive it's Eddyville.
Now
next semifinal matchups, we have Easton Inier from Ballard, the number 3 seed, taking on number 2 seed Lennon Penson-Pong from Clarion Goldfield Downs. On the other mat, we got Braden Bonesack versus Mitchell Schmosh, Cresco. Bonesack from Union Laporte.
Bone Shack.
Bone Shack is back.
Bone Shack is so back.
I was walking outside and one guy saw us and he just said Bone Sack. So I don't know if he was listening last night, but it's not Bone Shack, right?
I know,
but it's Bone Shack for us.
I'm flexing my First Amendment of freedom of speech.
Let's put Bone Sack's head on Shack.
Yes,
and he'll be Bone Shack. So we are on that TV live stream situation. So we do get a little bit of a break in between these matches. They don't hold the consies, but they do hold the quarterfinal matchups.
Gotcha. Yeah, no,
that will not stop. We'll have complete action there. So if you do have something maybe in these quarters right now you want us to call, we got Jace Curry's up 7.
Semifinal matchups at
6-1.
It's a drag strip in Eddyville.
It's a drag strip.
Yeah. Union, LaPorte City.
Doing some drag racing down in Eddyville.
Crestwood, Cresco. On mat number 4, 120, Easton Inier of Ballard, Lyndon Petzenpom,
Lyndon Petzenpom has had a tournament this week, man. He's looked really tough. We got 70 people listening. We appreciate that. You guys could be watching it on TV, but you're choosing to listen to us, so we appreciate that.
Petzenpong is in on a shot. Trying to come out the back door, lifts him up. Bonesack doing a good job of staying tight. He's going to get the stalemate, so we're going to go back to neutral with 1:27 seconds left to go in that first period.
So, man. Tell you what, Mitchell Schmass has also had a great tournament. Crestwood every year, like they're never really in like the team hunt, but they always bring just a gang down here.
Yep.
Just one of those time-honored traditions of Iowa is Crestwood.
Well, I mean, they've got a Hall of Fame in that town. I mean, a wrestling Hall of Fame. You pretty much have to wrestle.
And it produced such great legends as Carter Faustic, Lars Underbaki. I mean, I can go all day.
They're in the same category.
Literally the same category. 1A, 1B.
We're scoreless in both our quarterfinal matchups. About 30 seconds to go in both of those matches in the first period.
Over on 6, John Gonzalez, though. He's taking a 13-5 lead over Garrett Humphreys. Actually, he gets the win there.
Petzabong in on a shot. We're on the edge. About 19 seconds left to go in that first period. See if he can drag him back in. Ainier, sorry, not Bone Sack.
I would say Bone Sack. In on the legs, trying to hook the bottom leg though. He's gonna run out of time. Really good shot, but also just got a really good job of getting his ankles buried underneath him as Schmass. Here's a flip. Schmass' choice. Probably should be choosing down here since it's scoreless.
Yeah, both matches were scoreless. Go start that second period.
Now wrestling on mat number 2.
Petzabong gets out.
1-0 lead.
Seconds.
Of Decorah, Tanner Postian, Woodward Granger. Avila, Decorah.
I tell you, we were kind of talking today. Like, it's kind of nice because with the TV delays, the Consolations, because there's gonna be a second wave of consolation matches still here tonight, but it still kind of evens out. Like usually, like right around the same time, like when it gets to heavyweight, like the heavyweights that are wrestling in the Consi semi or the Consi's, well, I'm just gonna call them Consi quarters. They're just wrapping up. So it's been timed out really well this week.
Can you imagine if we had all semifinal matchups though for this session? Like start at like at 5 o'clock.
And just do straight semis?
Just straight semis. 3A, 1A, then 2A.
Like,
just get done. And these would be these consies would be done already.
Well, okay, now let me give this to you. Is it gonna be 6 mats going or 2 mats going and then doing all 3A through, all 2A through, all 1A through?
I think you go 2 mats.
Okay.
The problem is the TV time.
Yeah.
You know?
That'd be like a 4-hour exchange there.
It would just be a hell of a night. Maybe start earlier, right? I mean, we can go 5 to like, let's say 9.
Okay.
I mean, you're talking 28 matches. You're up to.
Wait, actually, 14 times 3, 42 matches.
It might get done faster than you think. I don't know. That's what we used to do.
Really?
Or there'd be 2 classes. Wouldn't it be 2?
Was that
semifinals would happen and then they would go again. Like we would. That's how all these people stick around. You would wrestle quarters in the morning, and then you'd come back at night and wrestle semifinals.
Yeah, the Friday night, which me personally, from being in the coach perspective, it does kind of suck when you wrestle that quarterfinal in the morning, then come back and like you draw that 8 o'clock like semifinal session. It's like that's a long day on top of it. It's getting late at night, and you have to wrestle your best match. I mean, but also though, hey, if you're a good enough wrestler, you're gonna be able to push through it.
Petzabong waiting on a long shot. Enyard does a good job of kind of just circling his feet, and then he comes on the outside single, and he's got it up on the edge of the mat. Minute 36 seconds left in the third period. We're tied at 1-1.
You've been talking Enyard up this tournament a
yes.
lot. You're a big fan of him. In a non-biased way.
Definitely non-biased. I don't even know him.
He has like a style. Oh, wow. Bone Sack gets a neck whip and a fall. Big win there for Union. That was slick, dude.
That was a Jesse Sandell special right there, bud.
How you doing? I know it's Brother Wade, but I'm okay with it.
So Bonesack gets the pin to advance for Union.
Good match, or good win there.
And you're in getting that takedown, so he's up 4-1 with 1:05 seconds left to go.
What I love about the state tournament, Tony, especially like today, is the fans that sit, the towns all sit in a group. They get a big win. It gets loud in here quick. It just fires me up.
Wells Fargo is starting to get to that, where it used to be like vets, where everyone went their certain spot. People are starting to kind of come in their own, where they're fighting for that spot, and once it's there, that's their town. Their town just lives there. I don't see West Delaware. They're not in their normal spot. They don't have that orange shirts.
That 107 area, but we'll find them soon enough, I bet. But
30 seconds left to go. Out of bounds. And you're up on top. Pets and Pong.
One of the better 3-8 crowds that travels west of Butte, man. Like they're like 12 rows deep. (4-1) in favor of Enyart. 22 seconds left.
Petsamon just hasn't been able to clear his hands off the bottom.
No, he hasn't.
Top riding skills, pretty impressive here in this matchup. 10 seconds left. Just got him flattened out on the mat. Ballard gonna get a finalist.
Wow, big win there.
Dylan Combs, first year in the head coach position.
Nice win there.
Good for him.
That's a good win. Pets and Palm, one of those names that real hard to pronounce and real hard to forget. That family, so Lyndon's going to have to bounce back here tomorrow morning, that Concy semi. I was talking to Lars about it. It's like, one of the nice changes I did love about the state tournament now is the fact that we moved that Concy semi to Saturday. For a while there, it was, hey, you lose in the semis and you got to bounce back like 45 minutes to an hour later. It's real hard to bounce back after your dreams just get shattered.
100%.
But at least, like, if it happens, tonight, get a chance to go home, kind of lick your wounds for a little bit, get a night's sleep, show up locked in, ready to rock.
Yeah, you don't see the semi-slide happen very often anymore.
Of Crestwood Cresco.
Over on 3, we got Gage Spurgeon taking on Carter Schmoss. Spurgeon, returning state champion. Meanwhile, CJ Davis of Burlington Notre Dame, he's taking on Emmett Newton of Davis County. Safe to say those boys know each other. Davis County and West Burlington, probably all coached by Coach Siegel. DC Elite Southeast, West.
So number 1 taking on number 3.
It's a straight chalk.
Emmett Newton, he's number 2. CJ Davis was at 132. He dropped down. He was number 5 at 132 pounds.
Looks like Schmaz in on the leg. He looks like he's carrying Spurgeon. Oh, he's got a deep half on Spurgeon, and he's grabbing the lat. He's got plenty of time.
Yeah, just needs to hip in a little bit, give him a little hip.
But something we learned about Spurgeon last night, man, like if you're gonna pin him, you're gonna have to freaking bury him.
Yes. I mean, he was down 7-1 or 7-0 last night, and he came back and won.
Yeah. But also too, I mean, he had that chin and that lat there, and Spurgeon did a great job basing out, finding all fours, and just really holding good position there.
Emmett Newton ends up scoring off a CJ Davis shot, so he's up 3-0. 55 seconds left to go in the first period. CJ does a quick little sit out up to his feet. No point has been awarded for the escape.
There's the one on 3-1 in favor of Schmaz as Spurgeon in on the legs. Big all stalemate, or end of the first period here. Goes to the flip. It looks like it's going to be Schmaz. Schmaz is going to defer. Spurgeon's going to choose down, I would assume. He does choose down. CJ Davis, one of those kids that just fun to watch wrestle as well. He's not afraid to let it fly. Schmaz chops the elbow right away. What's happening on mat 2? Cassie, let me check. It looks like Tanner Wilson from Independence. He has a deep cradle on Dax Kodum of Sergeant Bluff Luton here. 24 seconds left. Surprised I didn't see that before, but there's the fall. Tanner Wilson of Independence. He gets the fall on mat 2 for about 2:479. So if you are an Independence gal, Cassidy, get excited. If you're from Sergeant Bluff Luton, I'm sorry. So nice win there for Tanner Wilson of Independence, the 11 seed. He has a ship to the podium. Over on 4, tough ride here by CJ Davis, 3-1 over Emmett Newton. Actually, Emmett Newton up 3-1 on Davis. Davis, a big mat return there.
144. Colin Sesker.
3-2 right now, though, over on 3 in favor of Schmaz.
Assumption Davenport.
Spurgeon, though, taking ground. Kind of. If anything, I'm kind of learning. Maybe Spurgeon might just be a slow starter. He's one of those guys that just picks it up as he gets going because he's starting to lock in here right now and he's starting to push pace a little bit. But Schmaz is not backing down. He's moving forward, locking up. He's in on the leg again on Spurgeon. Spurgeon, though, sitting to a crack down here. He's actually kind of in a nice little position here. If he can lock the crotch, he's got a nice step in. He's just going to take his time. He's got plenty. He's got about a minute. He's got about 15 seconds here. He can keep moving. So he needs to kick that away. Eddyville's wanting 2, but it's not happening yet because Schmaz still has the leg. They break the call there. Looks like Schmaz is wanting to go on their feet. I don't know how I feel about that, but.
Well, I mean,
he's been on the legs all night.
Yes.
I will say that.
He got the first takedown.
But if you get that one real quick, but also Spurgeon has been known to be tough on top, so I might just be talking just a bunch of shenanigans right now.
Yeah, I'm guessing that they saw last night those tilts because that's how he put it away last night. So it makes sense now.
Yeah. As he's in on the leg again, Spurgeon just doing a nice job here. He's trying to
points.
Oh, Schmaz catches
hits
the
it
Kelly.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Same exact move, wasn't it?
Yeah. So Schmaz kind of blowing this open right now, unless Spurgeon, he's got to get out real quick.
They're on the edge.
Yeah.
They're letting them wrestle here on the edge. This is a good spot for Carter Schmausch. 6'2".
Now wrestling on mat number 5.
They're going to bounce. If you're Spurgeon, you're down 4. You got to get your rear in gear here, boss.
Harrison of Ballard now wrestling on mat number 5, Consolation of 138. Now wrestling on mat number 1, Consolation of 138. Leighton Yeager, Esquivel, Lincoln Central.
Emmett Newton up 4-1 at the end of the second period. CJ Davis comes in and tries to take a shot with 5 seconds left. Emmett Newton does a good job of getting his hips on the outside. Did a good job of just knowing where he's at on the mat. Goes out of bounds, so they're going to start the third period. It's going to be CJ Davis's choice, and he is going to choose down.
They get a stall call here, but with 40 seconds left.
I mean, you can give up another stall call,
Yeah.
Drop down to that foot.
I mean,
just don't lock your hands.
I might not have been giving Schmaz as much credit. I mean, he's kind of, He's kind of been opening this up here. He's kind of been in control here. Oh, but as I say,
Spurgeon
Spurgeon
goes
goes big.
No
But
points yet,
no
though.
points, though.
Oh, and ain't going to give up 3.
No, there was no 1.
No 1.
They never gave it. They never lost control.
Yeah, so Spurgeon comes up to his feet. Small drops down. He drops down to picks it up, and then Spurgeon tries to go gator bacon from his feet with 1 foot.
Nice, nice. That's the only way we can call that.
That's
move.
a gator bacon. Gator bacon. Went big, though. Got to at that point. I mean, he's down 3. 12 seconds to go.
He's not going to have enough time here. Mitchell Schmaz, or Carter Schmaz with the upset. 4-6, running out of time here. Schmaz with the win over the returning state champion, Gage Spurgeon. Weddings and funerals, my man. Weddings and funerals.
So Crestwood Cresco has another state finalist. Last one was it Falsic?
Yeah, I mean, I think. Hey,
because Kittleson went to Osage.
Osage, yeah.
Maybe he'd be the last one.
He did make the finals for them, yeah.
Right? His freshman year?
Yeah, he did. And they went to Osage. You know, I was just going to say, like, it'd be interesting for IAwrestle content to see, like, what's going on in the back hallways of the semifinals, but I also don't think you ever really want to put that out there in the world.
You mean what happens, the good and the bad?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, that's usually where I live. I was there for 3A and 1A here, and those are the moment. Holy cow! So CJ Davis
gets the takedown to go up 6-5 with 24 seconds left.
So CJ Davis was down 4-1 to start this period. He gets a reversal, lets him up, and then gets a takedown to go up 6-5 with 24 seconds left.
And he's just poised right now. Like, he's not pacing back and forth. He just dropped down like, hey, let's just cover here. Let me ride you quick. Kind of like that about CJ Davis. He's got a little bit of a...
little swagger.
Yeah, swagger, confidence. Just a tough ride here. Did a good job hooking the bottom leg. Staying active.
Newton tries to do a Granby roll, but gonna run out of time here.
He's right on his forehead. Wow, CJ Davis. Gutsy performance there.
What a third period.
That was a great third period. But in a situation like that, we're talking about like the content. You watch a kid like CJ Davis, he's going to walk in that back hallway and he's going to be ecstatic, absolutely happy. But then meanwhile, Emmett Newton, the 3 seed, obviously going to be crushed.
Yep. Those are matches you just don't forget, right? Especially the ones you're winning and you heartbreakers in the end. We saw a lot of those yesterday.
Saw a lot today.
I mean, we're seeing more of them because of the takedown and the back points. So, sometimes we get a takedown and back points and you got to have the pin. But, I mean, the 3-point, the 4-point is just a complete game changer now.
It opens it wide open.
Yes, it does. I mean, you're 100% in it all the time. If you have that in your arsenal to let it fly. I hate coaching headlocks, cow catchers. But you almost got to coach it one time a year. So if you're in that situation, you have it in your arsenal.
It's usually about 3 weeks out.
Yes.
3 weeks out to the biggest tournament of the year, and it's like, all right, guys, here's something for you.
Especially Super Pee Wee, you got to show them. The clubs that are only teaching the headlocks, and we know them. Everyone does know.
Consolation of 138.
We usually sit there at our club. It's like gets to be about January, getting close to district time, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, it's headlock night. Like, just to show, like, hey, here's something in case you need it. I personally think, though,
now wrestling on
in a debate of headlocks and cow catchers, I feel like cow catchers are going to be way more safe.
Oh, yeah.
Morgan of Algona.
So moving up here to 132 pounds, we have the #1 ranked wrestler, Jace Hedeman of Union Port City, taking on #6 Steel Dirks of Davenport Assumption. Then on the next mat, we'll have Siler Kirks from Humboldt, the #8 ranked wrestler, taking on #4 Carter Catchmull of New Hampton, Turkey Valley.
Catchmull had a great quarterfinal win last night. Memory serves me right. Who did he beat? It was a great match, but I forget who he beat.
This is when we need multiple tabs up. Good thing IAwrestle.com has you locked to get that for you. If you've ever heard of that website.
I've heard of it a time or two. Decent website. I did hear rumors, though, that they like to charge for rankings, so a lot of people, I like to stay away from it sometimes.
All right, Carter.
We got 20 likes so far in this stream. We appreciate the 20.
Carter, he ended up pinning Caden Jones in the third period, right?
No, he beat Boone. He beat Aaron Boone last night from Washington.
Jax Miller, West Delaware, Manchester. Schaefer of Oskaloosa. Miller of West Delaware, now wrestling on mat #2.
Yes, he did. It was Boone. Sorry,
yeah.
I was at a completely different wrong weight.
Down on 3, Jace Heidman already jumps off to a 6-2 lead. 40 seconds left here in the first. Tell you what, UNI's got them. It's getting themselves a nice little recruit with Jace Heidman.
Yeah, they've got a nice little recruiting train there at Union Port City with Max Thompson.
Would you say it's a Panther train?
Recruiting train.
It's almost curious to see what the recruiting train of the Panther train is going to look like here in about year.
You got to imagine this year definitely helped.
Yeah.
You know, their biggest hurdle is the NIL money, which is just a completely different topic of the state of NCAA wrestling right now. It's not about the coaching; it's about how much money some of these big kids are getting. But UNI's clearly doing it without the big names, the big recruits that are bringing in those dollars, besides Parker Keckeisen, who could probably get $500,000 somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. 2489. She's been waiting for this match all day. We gotta give it to her. Where are we at here? 2489. 2489. Cassie Romeyer. 2489. Where are we at?
Is it Mat 1?
That's 8-6.
Okay.
2 8s down here.
I'm not seeing it. It's not out there.
Okay, it's coming up next, but we will make sure we put that across for Cassie Romeyer.
Carter Catchmull up 3-1 with 1:45 left to go in the second period. Hedeman pushing the pace, trying to go for a tech. He's up 11-2 on Steel.
He's just got a pace to him, man. And on top of it, I saw him up close. I saw him up close at Cascade. And it's like, man, you are a built 132, gonna be a 133 pounder, I assume, in college. Throws a hard hip down on mat 3. He's up 12-2 here with 1:15 left. Down on 2, Jax Miller of West Delaware, up 6-1 here in the blood round.
Whoa.
Read the comments.
Oh.
Hear what it says.
Okay.
Yeah. Reattack on Twitter says Illinois does state tournament better. Cute. Jace Hyman with a tech fall, 18-3. I will talk smack about Illinois State Wrestling Tournament because I went to college with a bunch of Illinois guys, and the only defense they have, we have the Grand March. It's such better there. It's like, cool, dude. Like, do you have buzzer billies? Let me answer. No, you don't.
Yeah.
No. Do you have Royce Elger walking around talking to you, randomly talking to you? No, you don't.
Do you have ice cold strawberry smoothies at your, convenience anywhere you go?
Actually, I think they do. It's just they're not that good.
Okay.
Mat 3. Okay, we're going to cover Mat 3 here. Wait.
Mat 3 will be our next quarterfinal matchup.
Yeah.
So they're holding the matches so each weight gets done. So we're gonna stay locked on this Carter Catchmull versus Search match. It's 3-1 going into the third period. You got Catchmull going down.
Not gonna lie, it's been a long time since I had one of those smoothies.
I love them, and that's why I put them on a shirt. You need to get that shirt if you like a smoothie.
Ooh, Catchmull, really nice high crotch, but Kirks does a great job passing the ankle. He's hanging on to it. Meanwhile, down on 2, Jax Miller grabbing the lat, looking for the fall. Might be going Saturday night right on Friday night, and he gets it. Big pin for the senior out of West Delaware, Manchester. Coach Voss is pretty excited for his athlete. Assume they're probably about the same way, so I'm assuming that Coach Voss probably works out with him pretty regularly in the room, so that's a big success for him.
West Delaware is still in 107. They just don't have any fancy shirts tonight.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Yeah, it is. Come on, Dell. It's better.
Catchmull back in another shot outside single leg.
Might found the head, too. He's found a hip. He might be looking for the cradle here. He's got it. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Aslazani don't get any on you, I don't think. There's the fall. Catchmull, as the 7th seed, gets himself in the state finals. He's going to take on Jace Heidman of the Port City Union. Now coming up on 3, Landon Davis of Eddyville, Blacksburg, Fremont, taking on Tice Clarkin out of Humboldt.
Davis, the number 2 ranked wrestler in IAwrestle rankings, and Clarkin, the number 6 ranked wrestler. On that other matchup, you'll have number 1, Caden Dietzenbach versus Logan McDonald, the number 5 ranked wrestler. So 4 ranked wrestlers make the semifinals. No shock there.
Dude, Caden Dietzenbach just came out in a hockey jersey for a warm-up. That's electric. Sweater.
It's like a Minnesota thing.
A sweater. It's not a
hockey
jersey.
Sweater.
They don't call them jerseys. They're called sweaters.
Yep, they're sweaters.
Gotta watch Show Shorzy.
I'm excited for this 144-pound matchup between Jace Jaspers and Aiden Smith.
Oh, that's gonna be a gunslinger.
Matchups at 138 pounds.
Tice Clarkin's got a mustache from the 60s, bud. Look at that. Sick.
60s. I think he looks like he could run moonshine in the Prohibition back in the 20s with that stash. I love these pictures that we've been doing. They put up on the screens now.
I feel like they try to talk him into doing like old school 100-year poses, maybe, and that's what I would have had them doing. We got a quick score over on 3. Caden's in on a shot. So he'll be up 3-0. Over there on mat 3.
Russell Meyer, Shorzy is so funny. You better believe it, bud. One of the funnier shows out there right now. There's a takedown there on 3. Landon Davis going up 6-1.
Yeah, fired off a shot right away. We've seen a couple semifinals that just in the 1A and 3A, those starting, especially in 3A, those semifinals were none of them were close.
No, I mean I think 3A, like, there's starting to be a separation with some of these guys. You know, look at guys like Nico DeSalvo. You look at the guys like Carter Pearson, Drayshawn, obviously. You know, they're putting gaps between them and their competition right now, which only makes Iowa even more elite. You know, you could be a 4-time state champion and win 3-2 your entire way through, or you can be dominant.
Absolutely. Dietzenbach got McDonald on his back there for swipes, so he's going to be up 11-0. 15 seconds left in the first period, so we're looking for a quick tech.
Winner set, Collins of West Liberty, now wrestling on mat number 1, Consolation at 150.
Just got some good matches here. Like I said, the nice thing about 2A, it's gonna be very close. 24-94, Josh and Jess Corneliuson. All right, we'll keep our eye. Oh, down here on 1. Okay. So over here on 1, Briggs Collins, he gets the go-ahead takedown. Now it's gonna be 3-1 in favor of Collins out of Winterset. Actually, he still has control. Still has lock. Okay, now they're gonna call 1. So 3-1 in favor of Briggs Collins out of West Liberty.
Landon Davis got a 4 count for a butcher, and then just a really, really quick stack. He had a deep, tight waist and just put his left hand on Clarkin's neck and just forced him over for a quick 2 count at the end of that first period.
So he's up 12-1.
Hale Cook, Burlington, Notre Dame, Brady
End of the first year. He really just needs a takedown here and set of swipes, and he's done for the night.
On mat number 6, Consolation at 150.
Ooh, good head fake there by Landon Davis. Trace Gargan, though, he's still staying in this fight.
Minute 30 to go in pretty much both these matches, but Dietzenbach in control and Landon Davis in control of both their matches.
I call Casson Miller out of Fairfield. We'll definitely do that when we get to him. Over on 1, Jax Jensen, though, jumps back to a 7-4 lead here at the end of the first over Briggs Collins of West Liberty. Oh, there is the near fall. Looking for the tech pin is Landon Davis, but no, but he gets the tech fall, and he's fired up too. That's number 3 for the Rockets going into the finals.
You called it before the tournament. Everyone else kind of didn't know who was going to come out on top, but the Worm is now the Brain. That's his new nickname.
Nah, I'm still the Worm.
The Worm?
Just a guy who loves Iowa high school wrestling. State tournament, Wells Fargo Arena.
5, Consolation at 150.
Smoothies, buzzards, good wrestling.
Aiden Hippen, Clear Lake. Moreno of Algona, Hippen of Clear Lake. Now wrestling on mat number 5, Consolation at 150. Now wrestling on mat number 2, Consolation of 157. Reese Fauble, Glenwood, Lucas Crawl, Garner Hayfield, Ventura.
Looks like Davis picks up the tech fall. Or Dietzenbach picks up tech fall. He's going to be joining C.J. Davis in the finals, his teammate. A little good sportsmanship there by Caden Dietzenbach. He's walking off here. Now coming up on mat 3, that match that we were talking about before. It's going to be Jason Jasper of Mount Vernon. He's going to be taking on Aiden Smith of Atlantic. Over on 1 still, 7-4 in favor of Jack Jensen. Over on 2, Reese Fauble of Glenwood. He's taking on Lucas Krull of Gardner Hayfield Ventura. Minute 30 left there in the first, still scoreless. Down on 5, Ashton Moreno of Algona. Still scoreless here, 30 seconds in against Aiden Hippen of Clear Lake. Down on 6, Cale Cook of Burlington, Notre Dame. He's taking on Brady Patterson of Benton Community. That's a 4-3 match right there. So we're on a TV break, it looks like. While we're on a TV break here, let's just, not going to be able to have time to probably give out the video commercials here, but let's thank Raider Outdoor Power, Single Speed, and Connect Video Edge. Actually, we do have a little bit of time, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here.
At Raider Outdoor Power, we have something for everyone in every price range and for every season. We're your #1 source in the Tri-States for lawn and garden equipment, snow equipment, handheld equipment, tractors, gators, grills, and utility vehicles. We offer a full line of new and used products from John Deere, Kubota, Steel, Cub Cadet, Honda, Green Mountain Grills, and many more. Check out Raider Outdoor Power in Dubuque or online at lawnpower.com.
We're here the night before state finals, packed house, talking wrestling over cold beer. Doesn't get any better than that. I love beer. I've been drinking beer for a while, and I mean, that's pretty cool. I think just the fact that Single Speed recognized us as someone that covers the sport and cares about the sport is to be alongside the name of Gable. I mean, that's a dream, right? Like, look at that.
Join us before the state finals at Single Speed Brewing Company this Saturday from 2 to 5 p.m.
Pain or limited mobility can affect every part of your daily life. Our goal is to get you feeling well enough that you can do everything that you want to do. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy will make your physical therapy journey as easy and convenient as possible. Start with a free 20-minute injury screen and receive a complimentary benefits check. If you need pain relief now, go to kineticedgept.com or call 866-588-0230 to schedule your free screen today.
And we're back. Sorry about the delay here. As soon as I hit commercial, all of a sudden I started wrestling here. So 30 seconds left here on mat 3. Jace Jasper of Mount Vernon. He's currently up 3-1 on Aiden Smith of Atlantic. Over on 4, Tyler Weiland of Independence. Still scoreless with Reagan Hashey of Central Alliance St. George. Over on 1, real quick, 11-5, Jackson Jensen of Winterset over Briggs Collins with 40 seconds left. Down on 2, Reese Faubel of Glenwood. He's down 10-1 against Lucas Kral, the 1 seed of Gardner Hayfield. Over on 5, Ashton Moreno. He is down 3-0 to Aiden Hippen of Clear Lake. And on 6, Cale Cook is up 12-5. Brady Patterson of Notre Dame with 30 seconds left here. But yeah, it looks like at the end of the first period here, Jace Jasper taking a 3-1 lead here over Aiden Smith of Atlantic. Jasper state finalist as a freshman, state champion last year. Mat 3, yes, 3-1 right now in favor of Jace Jasper of Mount Vernon. Jace Jasper, like I said, state finalist as a freshman, state champion last year. Really been putting on a great season this year. 3-2 right now here, minute 47. Oh, Jasper just goes big snap down and gets the go behind. I feel like this kid's just one big old strong kid that can wrestle really well. Very Iowa style, if you will. Over on 4, it is still scoreless. Still just wrestling here, having a good day of wrestling. Over on 4, 1-0 in favor of Tyler Weiland at Independence. Be a good one here for Independence if they can sneak one through. So they have a state finalist on the night that Coach Mike Doyle goes in the Hall of Fame. 500 career dual wins, a couple state championships. He's a special cat, that Mike Doyle. He does a lot for the sport of wrestling. So kudos to him. Congratulations. Hopefully he gets a state finalist as well. Top of the 2025 state tournament. Over on 3, Aiden Smith, real nice peek out, but Jace Jasper stuffs the hips. Still about 53 seconds left here in the third. Jasper gets the go behind here. He's going to jump out to a 6-3 lead. 44 seconds left. He's going to sit. Meanwhile, over on 4, Weiland still holding on to that 1-0 lead here. But he's just doing a really good job down blocking. He circles position. He stays at butt and center. So refs really aren't calling anything on him right now. So over on 1, we got Taylor Mahler of Hampton Dumont, the 2 seed. He's taking on Owen Clucky of Carroll. Mat 1. Tony Hager had to run off. It looks like he'll be back here shortly. Can I call Mat 6? Okay. Right now it's 3-0 in favor of Kason Miller of Fairfield. Sorry, Taylor. Yeah, you've been asking for this. I will do my best to keep you updated here. There's a minute left here in the first period. Miller is up 3-0. Doing a tough ride here. He just gives up the escape, though. 3-0 in favor of Miller over Boyles. Andy Boone. We will be watching 132 pounds well with Aaron Boone. Actually, should have been wrestling by now. We might have missed him already, Andy. I apologize. I do not have a tag on him
Number
right
2
now.
at 165, Riker Dingler, West Liberty, Blake Johnson, Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. Dingler, West Liberty, Johnson, Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. Now wrestling at number 2 at 165.
So right now it's 9-3 in favor of Jace Jasper of Mount Vernon. About a minute 45 left here in the third period. Aiden Smith gives up the escapes and now 10-3. Meanwhile, over on 4, Tyler Weiland still holding on to that 1-0 lead with 15 seconds left. Be curious to see what I would assume Hashy's going to be choosing down here in the third period. But it looks like Weiland is a real long, lanky cat. So he'll be one of those dudes that probably going to be real tough on the ride. We're already at 144 pounds. Meanwhile, around the other mats, we got 50, we got 57. Meanwhile, Casson Miller, he's up 4-1 here over on 6 still. Taylor, he is still hanging in, wrestling tough. Solid wrestling right now going across the board here. Man, that Jace Jasper is just relentless. He just wrestles at a very, very high pace, high octane. Just getting after it here. He's got near falls too. Jace Jasper. He might be looking for the fall here. If not, he's blowing away here. He's jumping up to a 17-13 lead. He might be looking for the fall. No, he doesn't, but he gets that swipes. All he's got to do, he's probably should just settle back a little bit, wait for the ref to give up that 4. Yep, and now he can go again. He might not have enough time to get the tech fall, but would be nice for him. Over on 4, Tyler Weiland just putting on a heck of a ride right now. Holding on to that 1-0 lead. I mean, he's stretching legs out right now. They're calling stalemate. Blood time. So it looks like Jace Jasper, he walks out the mat at 17-3. Finalist making the trip to the finals for the 3rd time. Forward from Comanche's coming up next on mat 1. You are right, I have not got him yet here. But Russ Meyer, you've been ride or die in the entire tournament, man, so I got you, brother. Down on 6, Casey Miller. In the 3rd period, he's up 7-1.
Now wrestling mat number 5, 157.
Over on 3, it looks like Hudson Scranton from Anamosa. He's going to take on Shane Hanford, the 1 seed out of West Marshall. And it looks like Scranton, the 4 seed. Meanwhile, like I said, Tyler Weiland just still holding on to that 1-0 lead. Just doing a real stingy job on top. Making sure that he crosses all of his T's, dots all of his I's, but at the same time, he's got about a minute tough ride here. That's a tough task to ask. Hey, we need you to just keep this kid down for 2 minutes. He gets out, we'll be wrestling in overtime. Does a really good job of sinking his body off to the left-hand side. Kind of blocking, putting pressure on that knee while scooping the knee out that way. Not a whole lot of balance momentum here. He's holding on. He wants a big lift. And he tries returning. He's doing his best here. The refs are probably going to call stop. No, there's a good mat return finally. Finds that corner. 20 seconds left for Tyler Weiland of Independence. Doing a really good job here. Weiland does a good job locking in. Flattening out Hashy's belly down to the mat. About to got about 10 seconds left here in the third period. Tyler Weiland's going to hold on to this one, and he's going to get himself a date with Jace Jasper, MVC, Womack rival rematch. Going to be in the finals here. Tyler Weiland. Tell you what, man, you want to talk about gutsy wrestling right there. There you go. Tyler Weiland hangs on to a 1-0 lead for 2 straight periods with no stall calls. Just tough riding there. He pulls off a 2-1 lead. It's very impressive.
Sorry about that.
All good, man.
We're streaming regionals tomorrow down at Simpson College, and having a little bit of a technical difficulty getting set up. So,
got it rolling now.
I mean, why not add women's regionals to our workload this weekend? You know, that's another perk of being a subscriber to IAwrestle. You're not only get locked into state wrestling coverage, but we bring you the college women's coverage too. Iowa's going to be there tomorrow. Their team is absolutely stacked.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, you just missed probably one of the gutsier rides. Tyler Weiland at Independence gets the one in the second period right out of the gate. Defends every shot attempt, but actually it was like just looking like he was still working. Like no wrestler even gave him any sort of warnings because every time shoot, down block, circle, re-attack, going on. All of a sudden, he gets put on top in the third period and just puts on a gritty ride for the whole 2 minutes. So,
who won between Jasper's and
Jasper blew door open?
Really?
Tech fall.
Oh. Okay. All right, so we're moving up to 150 here. We got number 1 Shane Hanford from West Marshall taking on number 3 Hudson Scranton from Anamosa. I know you're pretty big on Scranton. Got number 2 Mikey Ryan Mount Vernon taking on Niall Sin, number 6 ranked wrestler and IAwrestle rankings from Williamsburg.
Tell you what, man, Mikey Ryan, another kid that's been impressive here in the last couple of years. Great showing out of him. So curious to see this. I want to see this Hanford, obviously this Hanford-Scranton match. Hanford being the 1 seed, Scranton being the 5. Down here on 2, it looks like West Liberty gets themselves Riker Dengler of West Liberty. He beats Blake Johnson 8-0. Mount Vernon, 64 points right now. Meanwhile, in third place, Port City Union, 77. So, trophy hunts right now. Assumption and Union are in the hunt for that third place trophy. By all about separating about 3.5 points. Meanwhile, though, Burlington Notre Dame is up in second place, 90.5 points, where Eddyville's taking that lead, 102.5 points. Jane Jocelyn, all right. About a minute left here. They're doing blood time here on mat 3 for Hudson Scranton. Still scoreless here after a minute. Meanwhile, down on 5, Liam Weber up 8-4 over Hayden Schaefer of Eagle Grove. Boy, it looks like West Delaware down on 2. Blake Mathers, he's up 3-0 on Max Dalton on 2.
Now wrestling mat number 2 at 175. Blake Mather, West
rolling.
Delaware, Manchester. Max Dalton, Woodward Ranger. Mather, West Delaware, Manchester. Dalton, Woodward Ranger. Now wrestling mat number 2 at 175.
175 pounders coming to the mat in the consies. Those consies are rolling right through.
Yep, they're chugging along. Got 65, 57. Only two matches each? No, 4 blood round.
Scoreless in both these quarterfinal matchups. We're about done here in the first period on Hanford Scranton 0-0.
Mikey Ryan started the period on top over Niall Sin of Williamsburg. Minute 45 left here in the second period. I feel like Niall Sin, Mount Sin and Mikey Ryan, they probably have seen each other being Womack rivals. Meanwhile, down on 3, you got Hudson Scranton and Shane Halford scoreless after the first. Scranton chooses bottom. Cassie Miller did win his match, Taylor. So he'll be wrestling again here later tonight, here in probably about 30, 45 minutes. We gotta get, as we're pushing through here. Have not seen Tate Slade yet. He might be coming up later on here tonight still. Ooh, we got an injury down here on 5. Liam Weber, who's up 8-4 right now. He's laid out right now. I think he's coming back too. I got a good head whack there. I'm hearing excitement, but I'm not seeing any.
The Iowa High School Athletic Association.
I mean, they're down. It's 2-1 over there in overtime, so I'm guessing that's just what they.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So the guy, I think Mahler was in on a shot but fought it off, so they're going to the right outs.
And their coaches throughout the duration of the tournament.
Scranton doing a good job pushing out Halford. Scranton's got the 1-0 lead right now.
Wrestling participants.
Scranton doing a good job pushing pace. Halford taking a couple steps back, claiming eye poke. Ref didn't see it, not going to call it. Hey,
You're good.
I just heard a rumor today, too, that UFC's coming to Des Moines in May.
Really?
Weekend of state freestyle, of course.
That's a good weekend to have it. I mean, we just need to get those sessions done. Banger.
We're gonna need to start telling all of our refs, hey, 10-0 tax, let's get this rolling. I don't know if it's a fight night or a pay-per-view, but I've been waiting a long time for UFC to come to Des Moines.
This will be packed. Get those wrestling people in here.
Ooh, Hudson Scranton with a whip over. Waving nothing off, but Halford finds the legs, and he's answering right back as he pushes out the bounds. Down on one.
Number 1 to 165 pounds.
The Red Oak Tigers taking the mat.
Command.
Sin and Ryan are tied here to start this third period.
Minute 45 left here in that one, third period. I mean, tell you what, they are just going back and forth here. Really haven't heard much of Nielsen this year, unless I've been living under a rock.
He's a six seed.
A lot of reshots coming out of both guys here on 4.
Sin's going to get hit with a stall call on the edge of the mat. Ryan really was pushing the pace there on the edge. A lot of time left, so sometimes that stall call can kick your butt in gear and fire off a good shot, or you can see those just desperation shots that you know that you're under the watchful eye of that stall call.
Wow, down here on 1, Oliver Fuller of Comanche. He got a big whip over, and he goes up 7-0 on Adam Byer of Red Oak. Comanche fans, you guys should know right now, underneath my sweatshirt, I'm wearing a Be Strong t-shirt to honor our friend Bryce Everson tonight.
30 seconds to go in that Sin Ryan match. Sin takes kind of a half duck
Fuller
super
going
duck.
again. He gets the fall over there. Owen Fuller, he gets the fall. Oliver Fuller out of Comanche gets on the podium. Good win for him.
14 seconds to go. Got a little blood time. Oh, big blood time. Mikey Ryan's got bleeding from the top of his head.
Ooh.
So he must have a big old gash there, but it was just, from clear up here, we can see it underneath his headgear, all over his face.
Josh Ringler Grinnell.
Get the staple gun out real quick. Oh, they're going full head wrap.
Lincoln Malkaravy style.
Matt McDonough style.
The other matchups, they're knotted at 1-1 as well in the third period. Minute to go on our feet. Scranton doing a good job of controlling that left hand.
Minute left here. kind of get. Both these guys don't even look tired. They're both starting to push a hard pace. Got to keep things rolling here. 1-1.
Jimmy Wimmy, sweet name. We can get you an update on that. Brayton Bieber. They are on the mat right now. It's scoreless. Minute 30. That match just got started. We got a stall call there by Eckerman.
2-1 in favor of Hanford. Ackerman doesn't want to see too many injury time or 1-1 overtime matches, so he wants to push the pace a little bit too. So digging for stalling. Scranton doesn't need to take a shot here. He doesn't need to be playing patty cake for 20 seconds left here in the third period. Meanwhile, on mat 4, we're in overtime here. 1 minute left remaining here. Still kind of touch and go. Some of these guys are going to need to commit here soon.
Wow, Eckerman hit Hanford with a stall call with like 1 second. Like, it started, he backed up, hit him with stall call.
Wow, it's not going to be enough, though. Oh. So Hanford gets the win.
Les Marshall's got 2 in the finals.
Anamosa's not, you can hear the Anamosa crowd not too happy right now. Wow. Down on 5. Hayden Schaefer was down 8-7 with 15 seconds left. He gets near fall points. He's going to go ahead 11-8 over Liam Weber, West Delaware. Meanwhile, time runs out. We're going to ride outs here. Mikey Ryan's bleeding up again. Big win for the Eagles out of Eagle Grove.
We are still scoreless on mat 1 down there from Braylon Bieber versus Josh Ringler. 10 seconds to go in that first period. They gotta go wrap. Gonna have to go around the chin, maybe?
Where's he bleeding out of?
I mean, it's like at the top of his forehead, it looks like. Otherwise, I mean, I saw blood underneath like the strap of the headgear, so I thought it was like on the top of his head. So that's why I was kind of wondering if they're gonna go
under the chin.
Yeah.
Over on 1. Still scoreless here after the second period. Or in the second period.
Blake Wilson, Burlington, Notre Dame. Morgan, Clarion, Goldfield Dow's. Wilson, Burlington, Notre Dame, now wrestling mat number 5, 165. Now up on mat number 6 at 190.
We're in this second overtime. Mikey Ryan's on the bottom to start this 30-second. Quad pod up to his feet. Doing a good job of getting the hands out. He's going to escape, so he's going to be up. Mikey Ryan's going to be up 2-1. 20 seconds to go.
Fairfield, Campbell, Clarion, Goldfield Dow's now wrestling mat number 2 at 175.
In on shot is Sin.
Oh,
Mikey Ryan does just such a good job of just knowing where he's at. Does a kind of a back roll through and goes a crotch lift and takes him out.
This has been a fun match. All right, now Sin's turn on bottom.
Both wrestlers been able to get escapes, but no one's been able to connect on a shot. Sin up off the whistle right away. He's going to get out.
Wow.
Did a good job of just moving his feet there.
But you guys still keep
21
wrestling
seconds. Yeah, the coach was telling Sindus to kind of stay solid, but I don't think he let it go to the right outs.
Yeah, first score, I believe.
can't remember who scored first.
I think it might be Mikey.
Duck under by Mikey.
Oh,
right out of time. That was clean, though.
That was slick. Pop off to the left side.
So it looks like it's going to be Mikey's short. Wait.
Sin's got to score the first point. Tough.
You can ride right there, Mikey.
Yep.
Yep. Sean Angel on the whistle. Nope, he's not on the whistle.
Ain't no one blaming you. You got 19 seconds, Mikey Ryan. This is where you get greasy.
Got blood again.
Oh, man.
Blood time is down to 4 minutes and 15 seconds. So he's got plenty of time there. I think this is his third blood timeout. Score update there on Bieber. It's 1-1 with a minute 30 left on Ringler.
Down on 2. Dane Burkhart is scoreless here in the second period. But he starts bottom. He's going roll here, but doesn't really follow through. Caution on 4.
Fourteen seconds.
I feel like this is the longest 15 seconds I've seen this week. Oh, and Sins gets away, gets the win. Oh, man. Mikey Ryan is heartbroken right now.
Man, Sin, every single time he was able to time that whistle very, very well. I mean, he was able to explode off the whistle, and it's almost like the refreshes were really where he shined.
Yeah. Big win there for Niall Sin.
All right, so we're going to be bumping up now to... Ooh, I lost my... Class 2A semifinal match is 157 pounds. We're going to have number 1 Tate Slagle from Algona taking on number 8 Brent Dernhart from Greene County. Then the other match, we got a number 9 ranked wrestler, Tucker Wheeler, PCM Monroe. He'll be taking on the number 10 ranked wrestler, Caden Weil. From West Liberty.
That's a matchup in the semis that you don't expect to see every day.
10 seed in here.
Now wrestling mat number 5, Consolations 190.
What we have in that Bieber match that they wanted us to call? Dang it.
Now wrestling your
Tate Slagle in the semifinals. We had a request for that 4.
Brent Denhart,
Valgona.
Tate Slagle,
He's taking on Brent Denhart of Greene County.
Slagle, Algona. Now wrestling mat number 3 at 157 semis. Semis at mat number 4 at 157. Tucker Wheeler, PCM Monroe. Caden Wheely, West Liberty. Mat number 4.
We are about ready to get underway here in Wells Fargo Arena with our 157-pound quarterfinal matchups.
Wrestling on mat number 1, Consolations 190. Brian Snyder, Centerville. Thompson Sexton, Decorah.
Tucker Wheeler in on a shot. Minute 45, 15 seconds left.
Speaking of fights, I think Michael Blockus has got a match fight tonight.
Oh, really?
Or tomorrow. Tucker Wheeler up 6-1, minute 15 to go in the first period. We're scoreless between Slagle and Dernhardt, minute 20.
Bless you. Still zeros here after 3.
Down there on Mont 5, Cale Moore is going to get the pin for Williamsburg over Parker Morris.
Big
I
wall.
think. Is that what that?
He went jumping. The arms almost missed his coach completely. Tate Slade is currently still scoreless here with Brett Darnhart with a minute left. Trying to shake him off here. Slagle gets the go-ahead 3. But he's riding real high, and they're calling potentially dangerous here in good fashion. Tucker Wheeler, though, gets the 3. Or he's up 6-1 here with 15 seconds left in the first.
Now wrestling on mat number 5, 215 pounds. Parker Jordan Oskaloosa.
Wheeler's going to take that lead going into the second period.
Jordan Oskaloosa, Gochi Aldona, now wrestling mat number 5 at 215.
If you're coming to state finals tomorrow, we are having a social at single speed from 2 to 5 p.m. So get in early, or if you're come for the medal matches tomorrow morning, stop on over to single speed and get your limited edition IAwrestle and single speed cans. And there's special edition ones came out last year for our 10-year anniversary for IAwrestle. This year is celebrating 100 years. Tucker Wheeler, he's up 13-2 with a minute 30 left to go in the second period. Slagle now up 3-0 with 42 seconds left to go in the first period. Wheeler now 16-2 with another takedown. Releases while.
Now wrestling on mat number 6 at 215. Jaron Funky, West Delaware, Manchester. Kobe Pierce, Kemper Catholic. Funky, West Delaware, Manchester. Pierce, Kemper Catholic. Now wrestling mat number 6 at 215. Now wrestling on mat number 2 at 190. Kason Curran, Mount Vernon.
37 seconds left in the second period.
Mount Vernon, Hedrick Ballard. Now wrestling mat number 2.
We're in the neutral position. Wheeler just needing one more takedown to put this one away. He's in on an outside single leg, brings it up, tries to break off to a double leg, and is going to get the takedown. So Tucker Wheeler, your 6th seed, and our number 9 ranked wrestler is headed to the finals for PCM Monroe.
Good for him, man. He showed up this weekend and just put a paint job on Caden Wheely. Going on to 165 pounds here. Meanwhile, on the outsides, we got 190s and 215s out here. So we're going to be getting back in that round of that consolation round 4 here, in actually round 5. Trent Slagle of Algona, he is currently up 3-2 here. Minute 30 left here in the second period. Who we got? It's gonna be, Mat 4 is gonna be Tucker Vitzum of Ballard, the 2 seed. He's gonna be taking on Deegan Miller of Greene County. Slagle in on a shot. There's a takedown there on 6. for Jaron Funky out of West Delaware, Manchester. He extends his lead 9-2. Looking at Class 2A scores right now. Actually, hang on. Slagle spins around trying to catch an ankle here. But Aysville-Blakesburg currently in the lead with 102.5 points. Meanwhile, Burlington Notre Dame is second place, 94.5 points. 3, Union LaPorte City, they're up 77 points in third place. Fourth place, Davenport Assumption, they are in fourth with 73.5 points. And in fifth place, Independence with 72.5 points. So still kind of tonight still, and then tomorrow, kind of big separations are going to be figured out here, hopefully.
Tate Slagle was able to get a reversal and put Dernhardt on his back. So he got, and then another reversal. So Dernhardt, I think, got the reversal after the reversal and back points, where officials are going to have a little chat here. We got Hildreth, and I believe that's Lanny Brand on the whistle.
So going into the third period here, I'm at 3. Whew, sorry, I think I just hit an adrenaline dump, Tony.
You're in a what?
I just think I hit an adrenaline dump.
Okay. What do we need? We need some Sprite. We need some Dew.
Now they cleaned them out. All we got is water, man.
Okay.
We're just gonna hang on a little prayer.
Well, these last 2 quarterfinals have been just kind of dragouts.
Yeah.
Trey Smithburg, Fairfield. Carson Greer, Williamsburg. Smithfield, Fairfield. Smithburg, Field, Fairfield. Breyer, Williamsburg, now wrestling mat number 1, 215.
So Dernhardt 7-5. Twenty-five seconds to go here in the second period. Slagle up 3-2. Officials had a conversation.
Having a little chit chat here down on 3. Oh, tell you what though. I mean, all right. Let's focus, lock in here. Here we go. 24 seconds left here. 3-2 in favor of Tate Slagle.
Man, everyone's hitting me up for tickets right now.
Man.
It happens every year.
Hey, man, got any little tickets? Tyrone Begum's going to be texting you here. Y'all got any of them tickets left? Oh, big win. I tell you what, man, Williamsburg's having themselves a night, it looks like. Punching people in the blood round. Dre Smithburg takes the loss to Carson Gears of Williamsburg with the fall. Tell you what, Williamsburg's in that top 5 right now, man.
Wow. Okay. Looks like we got some heavyweights coming to the mat for our consies, so those are going to be wrapped up here. We are only at 157 pounds. We will have another round, consies, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so now, right after this one, after these heavyweights come out here, we'll basically roll in that round of 5.
Maxwell Azaline, Assumption Davenport. Kelso, Clarion Goldfield Dow's. Azaline, Assumption Davenport. Now wrestling mat number 1,
Slagle hit was stalling on the bottom with minute 13 to go. He's up 3-2. Tries to hit like a standing switch. Now Bernhardt's going to release Slagle, so it'll be 4-2 with a minute left to go.
Nice takedown there.
No points yet. Now it's 3.
It has to be. There's 3 in overtime. No overtime. Wait, was it overtime?
40 seconds left to go.
Brent Denhart takes the 5-4 lead over Tate Slagle.
Hey, he kind of just popped him up a little bit, and Slagle just kind of relaxed on the edge, and he just popped him up and dropped down for 2.
Now wrestling on mat number 5 at 285. Sam Christensen, Central Ryan George Little Rock. Lane Kleppy, North Fayette Valley. Christensen, Central Ryan George Little Rock. Kleppy, North Fayette Valley.
39 to go. Slagle down to start this. Bernhard doing kind of a claw ride here, heavy on the hands. Just need 1 here. It's not really a lot of urgency from Slagle. Maybe he was trying to
catch a roll here, instead of getting 1, trying to get 2. But man,
15 seconds.
Right now, man, it's time to go as he's trying to get stand up here and
Granby.
catch a roll or try getting locked hands out of the 2. I'm starting to notice that's a pattern too. These kids, they start acting like they're going up and they lock the hands, then hit the roll, hoping for a locked hands. 1 second left. Brent Denhart's gonna probably take this one.
Greene County's fired up.
Jefferson, Iowa.
Another match lost in the 3rd period here.
Whew. You gotta lock in here in the 3rd period, these guys. Big win there for Greene County. You ever notice already with Greene County, like the last couple of years, and they're kind of like their rise up, it's like a pack of like 2 to 4 guys always.
Yep. Yeah, we had McKinley Robbins and
Cale
Peterson. Got another Greene County wrestler here in the finals.
Deegan
or
Miller
semifinals.
taking on Tucker Vitzum of Ballard. Rocking the old 2008 final singlet is Vitzum of Ballard.
That is a great stat. You had to have a hookup on to know that.
No, I
just know.
I just remember. No, May 08-09.
That's when they had that killer team.
They had that loaded team. I remember like in the finals they busted out those singlets. I was like, all right, those are cool. You remember good singlets, man.
Oh yes. So 165 pounds on the mat right now. Number 1, Bo Kudum from Soldier Bluff, Luton, taking on number 7 ranked wrestler at 157, up at 65 here for the state tournament, William Fullhart from Decorah. Then you got number 2, Vitzum from Ballard, taking on Deegan Miller, the number 9 ranked wrestler from Greene County.
William Fullhart, man. I mean, I tell you, this kid's been impressing me the last about year. Get him in the semifinals here. He's really stepped up his game. Down on 1, the big hoss, JT Kelso of Clarion Goldfield down. He's down 1-0 here in the 2nd period in the blood round.
In on a shot right away.
Hits him with a takedown.
Got a little high crotch, just pop the elbow up.
Another win from Williamsburg with the fall in the blood round. Man, Williamsburg's got to be racking up some points now. At least building a little bit of some momentum here.
Check out the scores. Team score update on.
Now wrestling on mat number 5, Consolations 126. Adrian Petzenbaum.
Take it away, Tony.
Williamsburg is in the top 5 with 73. Davenport Assumption 73.5. Union Port City 77. Burlington Notre Dame 94.5. And Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont in the lead with 102.5 points. So we've got a nice little race for that 3rd place trophy here.
Tell you what, man, Williamsburg this session tonight, they've been wrestling lights out.
Yeah, we've got Mount Vernon you got Independence at 72.5, Mount Vernon at 64. So medal rounds are gonna be big tomorrow.
Yeah, big. Kind of an adjustment though for Class 2A. You know, they've been used to wrestling that 6 p.m. session the last 3 days. Tomorrow morning we start at 9 a.m.
Yeah. So I mean, curious how those weight cuts do. I mean, day 4 of making weight, and they just made weight on districts. Some of them missed school on Friday. Some of them missed school on Monday. I mean,
getting that weight down and then getting here 7 a.m. weigh-ins and then getting ready to scrap right away at 9 a.m. Like, instead of getting about, you know, 3A's got the best advantage, obviously, that morning session. They're going to be used to it.
Vitsum up 5-1 the start of the second period on Deegan Miller. Bo Kudum up 3-0, minute 45 left to go in the second period. We're neutral in that matchup. Kudum in on a shot, outside single leg, trying to shelf it up here. Brings it up to his feet and doubles off.
So Bo Kudum, man, has been impressive this tournament as well. Just a mop bucket of hair, that kid, though, too.
Dirty.
Assumption gets a win down on 1. Max Ashline takes out 5 seed JT Kelso in the blood round. So a Fargo All-American does not place.
Vitsum up 9-1, putting Miller on his back. So he got some swipes. And now minute 20 left to go in the second period of that semifinal bout.
Now wrestling on mat number 1 at 113 pounds. Quinn Ariano Van Meter. Kobe Hansen, Iowa Falls, Alden. Ariano Van Meter, Hansen, Iowa Falls, Alden. Now wrestling mat number 1 at 113.
Both our semifinal matchups are in the second period. Aaron Boone, match 5. Mat 5, match 250. I don't think he's on the mat right now.
Down on mat 5, Jace Curry. Saw someone called that out in the chat as well. Still scoreless there. Vitsum just doing a really good job expanding this lead 12-2. Stalling, or escape on, I think 12-3. Bo Kudum, though, just painting it on right now, 11-2. Florida sophomore, junior.
Now wrestling on mat number 2 at 106 pounds.
What weight we at?
We are at 165.
Jackson Parmenter, Witten-Shellsburg. DeWitt Williamsburg, Parmenter Shellsburg, Witten-Shellsburg. Now wrestling mat number 2, 106.
Vitsum is a senior. Miller is a sophomore. Fullhort, a sophomore.
Okay.
Kudum is a senior.
Okay. Kudum, though, he's getting his feet moving. He's starting to feel himself a little bit here as he's starting to break away here. Push, fake, push, fake. $15-3 right now on mat 4 for Tucker Vitsum. Oh, and now he's got a cradle locked up. He's looking for the fall. No, but he gets the tech fall instead. 18-3. Big win. Ballard gives himself 2 in the finals for tomorrow night.
Number 6 at 106.
Gosh dang it.
We got some little guys out here right now. We're rolling through. We got 126 already down on 5. So Boone will be coming up there on mat 5, Andy. We'll be watching that for you. I didn't realize it was down to 126 already. He's taking on Adrian Pexenpalm. Pexenpalm up 1-0 right now. So right now, Bo Keatum expanding his lead 14-2. Under a minute left here in the third. But Codium still not. He's getting another 3 here, and he gets the tech fall. Do you think with the new 3-point like with the new point system, are they gonna move? Do you think they'll ever move the tech fall to like 20?
Yeah, they might have to. I mean, there's probably gonna be some data to be collected to figure out how many tech falls they had.
Like you think about it, like you hit a carry back points, escape carry back points, and then you hit another takedown, match over.
Yes.
Back in the day when it was twos and threes, you still had to put a freaking lot of points up. But now it just seems like points are just coming in bunches now. All right, down here on mat 3, we got a Meepo semifinalist. He's taking on, we got Kyler Crow, a Meepo. He's taking on Xavion Ellington out of Sergeant Bluff Luton at 175 pounds. Xavion Ellington's been one of those dudes who has really, had a good season so far. 1 seed, obviously, so definitely had a good season. Just really filled out the weight at 175. I know last year he was a 65-pounder. You can tell he's added to his frame a little bit. He's a big dude for 175. Over on 4, we're waiting for that. We got Christian Dunning at Clear Lake. He's a 3 seed. He's going to be taking on Maximus Purdy out of Assumption Davenport. Jace Curry, he gets the reversal with just under a minute left here on mat 5. So, quick rundown here. Down on mat 1, Kobe Hansen up 7-1. Dang it.
On mat number 3, Xavion Ellington, Sergeant Bluff Luton, Tyler Crow, Minneapolis.
Our quarterfinal matchups at 175 pound are underway. Number 1, Xavion Ellington, Sergeant Bluff Luton taking on Kyler Crow from Minneapolis. The next matchup is going to be number 2, Christian Dunning, Clear Lake versus number 6, Maximus Purdy, Davenport Assumption.
We got fall cooking here on 2. Never mind, just some near falls. So it is safe to say, I know after if by chance that we clear out 3 and 4 after the semifinals, they'll move matches to those 3 and 4. I've seen that happen today already too. Crow in on a shot though, nothing to answer. 3-1. Jace Curry with the comeback win over Adrian Pexenpom of clearing Goldfield down. Nice win for Jace Curry. He's also got himself a mop bucket on his head.
Whoever dyed their hair did an absolute horrible job with the net.
Oh man.
Did you ever dye your hair?
Never
did you ever do it?
Nah, I was always a shaved head guy.
I can still feel the bleach burning my scalp.
What year did you do it? Junior year?
I think my junior year, so 2002. Eminem.
Oh yeah.
You had to.
Yeah, no, mine was never dye. It was always put that blade down as low as you could and just buzz that sucker right before sectionals. I looked way tougher than how I wrestled, man. I had 6 shoes, a badass head, buzzed hair, mediocre wrestling.
Ellington up 3-1 with 40 seconds left to go in the first period. You got Max Purdy up 3-0. Looks like that first period's about done.
Down on 5, Caden Jones of Port City. He's taking on Jess Jens of Harlan Community. So it looks like we're still waiting on Aaron Boone here for you, Andy. There's a win down there on 1 at 113. Now it looks like we're going to be bumping up to probably about 126, 120.
Now wrestling on number 1 at 120 pounds.
Meanwhile, Xavion Ellington holding on to a 3-1 lead here right now over Kyler Crow. Stall call on Crow.
Wrestling at number 1 at 120.
I do believe when I was talking to Eric Eckerman this weekend, this is his last year.
Yeah.
Wants to focus a little bit more on college.
Yeah, they kind of introduced him that he was retiring at the girls' state tournament. I mean, he's worked his way up in the high school ranks here as far as officials go. So, I mean, college must pay a little bit better.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know the officials don't get paid too much this week.
It's a thankless job, man.
Yes, they're not getting paid really well probably at the college life either. But
no. And no matter what, they're the most least liked person on the mat.
Now wrestling on mat number 6 at 113
Over on 4,
Rowan Burt.
Dunning with a real nice takedown there. Go up 4-3, and he's got himself a Turk. He's got a split leg here. He's trying to catch across the shoulder. Got nothing there.
Number 6 at 113.
this is weird. This is the second time someone has texted me that they heard that they were changing the mats for finals at the locations.
What you talking about, Willis?
So it's been the same way for so long, right? 3A, 1A, 2A. 2A's down here, 1A in the middle, 3A on this side.
See, I always thought they mixed it up, but maybe that's just a TV.
Do they?
I could be wrong because
1A's always been in the middle. They switch it up on TV of what mat they feature.
Well, in the old days, yeah, but nowadays, they go split screen pretty much, and they pretty much everyone gets like a fair angle of it. But yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
And that if they change it on people, there's gonna be some upset fans.
Yeah,
man, because people are wanting tickets by the assumed seating. And if all of a sudden, you got Don Bosco fans over on Southeast Polk side and Southeast Polk over by Don Bosco, we might have an old vets mentality. Everyone switch.
Yeah, everyone's gonna want to, Wouldn't that be something? Everyone gets in here.
They realize that they're in the wrong spots. And
we're gonna put on the chicken dance song, and we're all gonna move.
And if you're still standing, you lose your seat. You're going up in the back corner 307.
Ellington pushed his lead 7-1 there in the second period of the semifinal matchup. The number 1 ranked wrestler.
I hope this place is packed tomorrow night. Just packed to the rafters.
You think people would want to witness just the 100-year? I'm not sure what they're going to do. They had Dan Gable down here one year. They brought a guy that
came out of the building
repelled from the ceiling.
I remember the Gable one. That was they shut all the lights off. That was electric. I remember coaching a kid was going for his 4th state title, but his first one in the state of Iowa. And they shut the lights off, and he looked at me, and all of a sudden, for the first time in his season, I saw nerves and scared in his eyes, and I went, "This place is big, ain't it?" He goes, "Yes, sir." Shout out Josh Ramirez.
That dude was a dog.
Yeah, now he's in the fight game. He's doing pretty well there.
That does not surprise me.
Oh, I remember he sent me his first 2 fight videos to have me watch him. He goes, "What do you think?" And I went, "Well, dude, that old saying of the world needs ditch diggers. There's some people in the world that just need to punch people in the face, and you're one of them." When I learned his time when he was at Waller, his dad's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and Josh was a purple belt. So Ellington, though, enough of my glory days. Xavier Ellington up 10-2 on Kyler Crow. 12-2 right now. Has Ellington committed anywhere yet, do we know?
I don't think so.
Man, you're a college coach right now. You need to be getting his cell phone number. He is a dog. He's one of those cats that you put him in a room, I think, and especially in the college level, the way he scores points and the way he's tough on top, he can get you some points, especially around the D3, D2 level.
Sounds like the bar next to our hotel's got a band tonight.
Oh, goodness.
That's just what I heard. Just what I heard.
Is it AC Roller?
It's a Tom Petty tribute band.
Oh!
You mean, you almost have to.
Oh, man. I'm gonna listen to Free Falling and Won't Back Down, and I'm getting the heck out of there. Maybe Last Dance. Oh, big pancake on 3. He gets only a 2 swipe, though. That was a big old pancake, though, out of Dunning on a Clear Lake. He's going to finish this off 10-5. He's got a date in the finals with Xavier Ellington, a Sergeant Bluff Luton. That should be a fun one tomorrow night. All right, Tony, you and I are shoe guys. We pride ourselves on shoe guys. This mixed match shoe thing, not my thing.
Not a fan at all. It gives me anxiety just looking at it.
Yeah.
Maybe wear like different socks, different color socks. Even then, I don't even like it.
Don't even like that.
Let's just get clean.
Oh man.
My boy Teague Smith went down in the semis. He's a shoe guy. He had old school Gables on yesterday, and then today he had on I think he had on he had the black and silver Gables on yesterday. He had the black and gold silvers. Yeah,
man, my shoe pick. But we apologize, dude. We're just a couple dudes talking wrestling here while we're waiting for these semifinal matches. But my shoe pick of the tournament, Carter Pearson, busting out the brand new pair of Sydney 2000s. I just looked up, or a couple of guys weren't believing me how much they cost. I looked up on eBay, a brand new pair with tags. We're going for $2,500.
Wow.
I thought to myself for about 10 seconds, does my son really need to go to college?
Yes.
Community colleges
Just
are great.
Start selling them.
All right. Ooh, buddy. Mat 4. We got Brett Yankovic and Austin Scranton coming up. That match last year in the semifinals was an absolute banger. Yankovic jumped out to like a 12-2 lead, and then Scranton just picked his way back inch by inch, got all the points back, and then got the fall. Meanwhile, on 3, Brendan Hand of Benton Community, he's taking on Brody Hendricks of Humboldt. Been watching Brody Hendricks, man. Tough dude, but man, he's dinged up. You can tell. So this is gonna be a tough one. I'm pretty sure they've all seen each other this year too. Was it the Osage tournament?
We've got all top 4 ranked wrestlers in our rankings are on the mats right now for semifinals. That'd be a 2A question.
Lars. I want to say you guys posted some coverage of it because I think Scranton beat Hendricks and then maybe Hayden beat Scranton. No, Scranton's undefeated. Caden Jones, here comes on Mat 5, Aaron Boone and Mason Avila. Andy, I hope you're still listening, brother. You've been riding all night, so I'll try my best to cover this match for you.
Aaron Boone, Washington.
Scranton on a low single leg. Young, deep elbow, trying to control the right hand of Scranton. 50 seconds left to go in that first period. Scoreless on both matches.
I tell you, Brody Hendricks, man, watched him last year as a freshman make the state finals. Loses to Colin Young from Waller, who's currently at Oklahoma State, and then turn around his sophomore year of football to make the state championship, where he was a big part of that Humboldt State finals team. And they lose to Waller in the finals, and it's like, man.
I was actually at that game. IA football.
That was the game Brody Schmidt, Waller state qualifier, got named the hog of the game.
The Hog.
Now wrestling on mat number 6 at 138.
We need to get like the Iowa beef producers or the Iowa pork producers coming up with an award for the state tournament here.
Assumption Davenport.
Someone on the chat's got to know somebody.
The bull of the tournament.
Now up on mat number 2 at 138.
Well, you don't really eat bull.
Nah, good point.
Wilson Independence.
The prime rib of Des Moines.
Now wrestling at number 2 at 138.
So we were scoreless in both these semifinal matchups. Going neutral over there on Hagen Hendricks. I didn't see whose choice it was.
Still scoreless here on mat 4. Should never question bulls with you.
Maybe people eat bulls. I
don't know, man. I mean,
you ever had a bull?
I mean, I don't really ask the genders of the steak I'm eating at a
True.
restaurant.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm out of bounds.
I was gonna say, maybe you text your rodeo.
I mean, they
buddies.
don't usually kill them because they're the ones that are
breeding.
They're the breed dogs.
You might need to text a couple of your rodeo buddies back from back home, see what they tell us. Surprised you never got into rodeo, man.
Man, Wade, those guys tried to get me into it, but I did. I was baseball. They didn't do baseball. They just went straight to rodeo, and I did baseball. I like baseball better than wrestling, actually.
Still scoreless here on mat 4. Meanwhile, on 3, Brendan Hayne of Benton Community. He's got the 1-0 lead. Here he's got the takedown. He's looking for the takedown. Cuts the corner. There's the 3. Coach Gene Pilcher in the corner. He's clapping pretty loud. Tell you what, man, since Gene Pilcher's kind of it started with Jake Voss taking over Benton Community there, and then Gene Pilcher took over. I mean, they've kind of that little tandem of coaches there in the last couple of years. They've kind of built Benton into something big or something pretty special down there. We've seen a lot of blue and gold this tournament. Scranton in on the leg. Yonk trying his best to stay out of bounds here as time's about to run out. Scranton's going to go in. As he does it, Yonk picks the ankle. Get himself in a little scramble situation here. Uh-oh, I think Yonk got dinged in the face. Or I think a little bit more south. Yep, a little more south. I had a wrestling coach in high school. If that ever happened, he'd come over and start bouncing you.
I know, they bounce you on the mat like in your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never understood,
so
but
weird.
It works. It freaking works. I don't get it. These old coaches we had, man, they had some wild takes. Down on 5, Aaron Boone up 1-0.
Stain on your head, lose a couple pounds.
Drink soup, it'll trick your stomach.
Yes.
All right, end of the first period here. Young's getting a little fired up here. Start the second period. Scranton chooses bottom. Gets out 1-0 here. Meanwhile, on mat 3, still 4-1 in favor of Hayden of Benton Community. 30 seconds left here in this match. Hayden back in on the leg again, though. He wanted to pull it in. He's not going to want to coast. He wants to get the dub here. He's got the hip. He needs to probably take 2 more steps in and try pulling him in just a little bit more. If not for nothing, he's doing a good job burning clock. About 10 seconds left here while he's still being active.
Scranton was in on a shot, came out the back door and put Yonka on his hip. Ended up getting a takedown, so he's going to be up 4-0 on Yankovic with a minute left to go in this match.
Big win there for Brendan Hayne out of Benton Community. 4-1. That's a huge win. Like I said, Brody Hendricks, you could tell, has been pretty dinged up this season. Kudos to him for putting a battle on this tournament.
Top 6 is how we'll finish.
Yep. Scranton, though, doing a good job of the leg ride. He's up 4-0. You can hear that Benton crowd. They're loud. The sea of blue over there. Oh, Boone looking like he catching a Avila on his hip. Stepping over. They're calling 3. Aaron Boone up 11-0.
6 at 150 pounds.
Getting near falls too. Get himself a tech fall here. I think they're getting 4. So that'll be it. Aaron Boone, the tech fall over Mason Avila. Decor, the 3 seed. And just like that, Scranton with a 4-0 win over Brent Yankovic. A lot of respect from those two.
Now wrestling on mat number 1 at 144.
Yonk is hurting down south a little bit still.
Yep. Should have bounced him, Jake. Should have bounced him.
All right, we are at 2:15 now. We're going to be having number 1 Mason Kohler of Glenwood taking on number 4 Chris Reggie. How you said last name? Roggy, Central DeWitt. Going to be taking on number 2 Henry Christensen from North Polk. Taking on number 3 Lucas Furlbach of Solon.
Or if he blows out an 8-0 lead right away, it's rage. I tell you what, there's that one coach from DeWitt. Big, bright pants everywhere he goes.
What's he got on?
Oh, dude, fluorescent yellow pants.
Oh.
And a Hawaiian shirt.
I can kind of see it.
He used to be a coach down in North Scott. He's been at DeWitt probably for 10 years now, though. But when I first started coaching, he was down in North Scott.
We're at TV timeout right now. Wilson and Lundgren over on mat 2. They're tied up 3-3 with a minute left to go.
Now your semi-finalists at 215 pounds.
All the other consolation matchups are in that first period.
Chris Roggy, Central DeWitt.
Roggy, Kohler. Whistles are blown.
Mat number 3 semifinals. Mat number 4, Lucas Furlbach.
Roggy and Glenwood.
Henry Christensen.
Lucas Furlbach got a soul and has been wrestling freaking lights out this tournament as well. Real tough kid here. Taking on Henry Christensen in North Polk. I think we're going to officially, on Friday nights, we're going to switch your name to Tony Ticket Hustler.
I don't even make money on, I'm not hustling tickets.
No, you're just helping out.
Like, people will send them to me and then
say, hey, who needs these?
Who needs them? They're gone. Just like that. 4 tickets sold. I mean, you used to have to, sit outside and try to get tickets for finals now.
I need 4. I need 4. You got some dude out there selling tickets from last year.
Yes. For $5, just hustling.
Catching a steal.
293.
Down on 3 here. It looks like we got a straight chalk up here on mat 3 and 4 in the semis. Kohler, Mason Kohler, number 1, taking on Roggy 4. Furlbach 3, taking on Christensen 2. Ooh, Furlbach. Snap, go. Gets behind, gets the 3.
Ryan Hildreth's been on the whistle a few times this semifinal bout.
Eric's passing the torch, man. I tell you what, like I said, Furlbach has just really impressed me in this tournament. Really nice takedown there. But Christensen, he's a 2 seed for a reason. Been tough, locked in all year. All right, guys, we're getting closer to the end of this tournament, or this two-way session, Tony. It's time for us. We got to say at least one time. Who's been the dirty boy of two-way tonight?
The dirty boy of two-way?
I might take CJ Davis.
I was thinking maybe Dylan Williamson over Coy Mailer.
Okay.
I mean, that's a
dirty boy.
I mean, a freshman, you know, could go with a guy who I'm pretty high on, Easton Enyart. I mean, it depends on what your definition of dirty boy is.
That's true. We didn't really specify it.
It's
just someone going out there just being.
Max Riggins and Carter Pearson interviewed me, and they go, "So what does it mean to be a dirty boy?" I said, "Well,
you gotta know.
If you know, you know."
Yeah. If you gotta ask.
They said, "If we win state championships, are we dirty boys?" I say, "Absolutely, you're a dirty boy."
Just a bunch of dirty boys.
A reminder, coaches of semifinal.
I believe you referred to my wife as one at a wedding this summer.
Dirty girl. Dirty girl.
For the finals, to the head table.
Furbach
no letter than
up 3-1, minute 20 left to go in that semifinal bout. Mason Kohler up 1-0, 45 seconds to go in the second period, gets an escape.
Jax Miller up 10-4 right now with about 90 seconds left here in the third over Ben Walsh of Sergeant Bluff Luton there on mat 1, Taylor. I think, Taylor, you're Sergeant Bluff Luton, right? Fairfield? Kind of all over the place. Let me know where you're from, man. You've been riding with us all night.
Reggie was in on a shot, but Kohler almost got spin around, go behind for 3, but they wrestled out of it. Now we're back to a fresh start with 20 seconds left to go in the second period.
Oh, Furbach fakes double, comes into a body lock. Christensen meets it. The Furbach gets the takedown. He jumps ahead 6-1. 30 seconds left here in the second.
He's looking to put legs in.
Oh, Christian, though, counters the reversal.
Yeah, he got just a little too aggressive there on top. I mean, just tried to get a little too fancy, and then he ends up getting reversed there. So 6-3, 10 seconds to go. Big points there.
Mason Kohler, Glenwood up 1-0 right now on mat 3. That's what you're looking for, Cassidy. Stall call on Christensen.
Did he not return him fast enough?
I don't think so.
Coaches aren't upset. It's weird. Reggie Kohler tied up now. Minute 30 left to go. Kohler, the number 1 ranked wrestler. Raggy, the number 4.
Christensen wanted to put him on our feet here. Rogge in on the shot. Kohler does a good job of separating, but he goes, oh! He was about to go peek out, and Kohler said, not today. Whips that headlock.
Gets the pin.
Big pin there. I tell you what, that was a sneaky little pop out there by Rogge. But Kohler was kind of feeling it and just ripped the head off. So Mason Kohler, he's going to be in the final Saturday night.
Now wrestling on mat number 6 at 165. Riker Dengler, West Liberty. Oliver Fuller, Comanche. Dengler, West
Down here on 4.
Now wrestling mat
minute left to go. Or mat 4. Minute 27 left to go. It's 7-3.
Owen Clokey Carroll. Miller Fairfield.
Over on 6, we got a River Valley Conference matchup here. Oliver Fuller taking on Riker Dengler out of West Liberty. They've probably met at least 6 to 7 times this year with that RVC schedule. But Dengler catches a cradle, and he's sitting his hips through. He's got it locked, and he puts Fuller on his hip, gets the 3. But he's still hanging on that cradle as they go out of bounds, but Fuller's about to sit through it there. Rustin Meyer, I'm with you, brother.
Independence. Blake Wilson, Burlington, Notre Dame.
Russ Meyer out of Colorado listening in.
Burlington, Notre Dame. Now wrestling mat number 2.
Comanche native. 3-1 right now in favor of Denlinger out of West Liberty, 3-1. Meanwhile, down on 4, Furbach just putting a hammer ride on right now. Fuller's lost all 3 to Denlinger, so we'll be interested to see if he can get that get back. There's a stall call on top. Furbach with 19 seconds left.
Hilder's not scared to ding him here.
No, not at all.
He's got plenty to give, though. Up 10-3 with 19 seconds left.
Just a smart ride. Christian's going to roll. Furbach, though, is going to hang up.
Now wrestling on mat number 5 at 157. Lucas Kroll, Garner Hayfield Ventura.
Gets it done. 10-4 over Henry Christensen.
Schaefer, Eagle Grove. Now wrestling on mat number 5 at 157.
We're down to the last.
I'm making my finals pick at 215. I'm riding Lucas Furbach tomorrow night.
You like it?
Dude, fast, athletic, cut the corners, did a lot of good things right. I mean, you would assume he pads up in the fall for Solon. You know, he's just an athlete. Man.
Yep.
So I don't know. I just got a feeling Lucas Furbach's gonna be the guy.
I'm going Kohler.
Okay.
I'm only just because I feel like it's just his time. He's due.
Okay.
I'm going with the due factor.
Okay.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Furbach definitely is going to be one that is going to push the pace and try to score more points. Kohler is going to wrestle, I would say, a little bit more like he'll just wrestle solid and difference maker. Maybe just if he can stop Furbach's, his pace.
Gentleman's wager, Paulsberger.
I'm in, sure.
You just got to come up to the city of 5 flags. So right now, Denlinger of West Liberty, he's taking a 7-1 lead right now with a minute left here in the second. We're still kind of picking things up here.
If my wife hasn't packed up, I might go help her.
I'm thinking probably after these semifinals here would be a good night to shut everything off and get ready to rock here in the morning, fresh, rock, ready to roll.
All mats are being live streamed on Flow Wrestling. You can watch the semifinals only on Iowa High School Sports Network.
Ooh, but Fuller though.
And now your semifinalists at 200.
He sneaks behind. I did.
On mat number 3, Jaden Cooper, winner set. Evan Sorensen, Atlantic. Cooper Winterset, Sorensen Atlantic, now wrestling.
We've had some Jaden Cooper fans up in our chat. We got number 1 ranked wrestler Jaden Cooper from Winterset taking on number 3 Evan Sorensen from Atlantic.
He's been impressing me.
He's taking on the other side of the bracket. We've got number 2 Ethan Wood from Mount Vernon taking on number 4 Caden Clark. So another weight here that Lars got all 4 of the top 4 ranked wrestlers in the semifinals.
Fulsus fan is a 2A genius.
We got blood time.
As always, as it should be. So tomorrow morning, we're going to start at 9 a.m. I'm trying to remember the format. Last year was kind of a different format in the the Consi semi-medal rounds. I'm trying to remember how it worked, but it was very different than in years past.
You think?
Yeah, it was like, I thought they ran like...
Oh no, Jaden Cooper, the number 1 ranked, he's on his back. Evan
yet.
Sorensen.
They're calling nothing
Nope.
yet.
No. Wow, reaction time is just crazy. Cooper did a good job of rolling through that there, but I was thinking we had takedown and swipes, but they're going no control. Zero. back to the center.
Winterset and Atlantic, I feel like they've seen each other probably once or twice this season.
Yes, absolutely. Number 12 seed in the semifinals for Atlantic. Pretty impressive. Caden Clark, the 10 seed. They got these seeds all squirrely. But in our rankings, these are the top 4 ranked wrestlers.
We go off rankings, not feelings.
Oh, they should be. Both matches are going to end scoreless after the first period. Jaden Cooper's choice on mat 4. Mat 3. He's going to choose down. Over there on 4.
Tell you what, Caden Clark yesterday had a great quarterfinal match, taking out the 2 seed. Down on 6, Denlinger got himself, I think, another set of near falls. Now it's still 7-1. 18 seconds left here in the third.
Ethan Wood just picked up a reversal off the whistle, so minute 40 left to go in the second period. Cooper was up and out, 1-0 score there on the other semifinal bout. Jaden Cooper in our shot, gonna run out of space here.
It looks like Cassie Miller's down 4-1 here with some blood time. But Owen Fuller goes to a 7th place match tomorrow for the Storm of Comanche. Ooh, big lat drop out of bounds by Ethan Wood.
Number 6, 175.
He has went full power clean double overs. Over on 3 here, it's 1-0 in favor of Wood. Cooper. But then Sorensen catches the leg. But Cooper does a good job putting it down.
Both wrestlers in the center of the mat. Cooper needs to get his feet going. He's
kind of wearing concrete boots right now.
Big throw over there on 4. Caden Clark goes big. He's got him in a headlock position. 20 seconds left to go. We are on the edge of the mat.
He's got to stay in bounds.
I think Wood's got his
shoulder up.
Caden Clark's just got some freak strength over here on the edge. He almost can't, just the way he's positioned, he couldn't go too far back and end up on his back.
He's going to jump out to a 8-2 lead. Jaden Cooper doesn't have the takedown yet. No, sorry. Sorensen started on bottom.
Now wrestling at number 2 at 190.
No problem, Russ. Thanks for riding with us the last couple days. You are the man. I got to start taking notes next year of our
ride or dies.
Our ride or die Chad MVPs. Because Russ Meyer, Brian in 3A.
At number 1 at 175.
Yeah, we'll have to do a giveaway with like a sponsor or something, like a free oil change or something.
Or we can mail out a pair of IAwrestle socks.
Yes. I'm good with a hat. Let's do a hat.
Yeah. Something fun. That way people get excited to tune in. Maybe we have a game segment during it too called Stump the Underbaki.
I like it.
Which I stumped Lars today and winning. Bieber on mat 1. Still scoreless, has just started here.
Jaden Cooper just putting on a ride here. 30 seconds left to go. He's trying to go for a half.
Yeah.
Sorensen just bellied out.
Wow, Woods tried taking a shot, but just crumbles under the weight of Clark.
52 left to go in that match.
Clark's got to probably be all 265. That poor mother's grocery bill, man. Oh, wait, just like that, Jaden Clark. Or
Jaden Cooper.
Jaden Cooper, sorry.
Got the ride out.
Got the ride out, wins 1-0. He's going to be in the state finals.
Shout out to Caden Clark, though, 10 seed. I'm curious to kind of look back at his run to up here the semifinals, but Clark was the number 4 ranked wrestler.
He's going to have to punch himself at night in the state finals. He might be the. He showed me some athleticism too.
Caden Clark, major decision in the semifinals.
Great showing there.
Number 4 over number 2 ranked wrestler.
All right, now the semifinals are concluded. We're actually probably going to go for the night. Thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate you. We'll see you guys at 9 o'clock in the morning. For Tony Hager, this is Warren Buffelli. We got our one. We're out.